Friends, I am filming early in the morning on a Sunday, which never happens. I always have to film at the end of the day, so I'm all charged up right now. I just got off the Green Beauty Theory Instagram account. Trish from Green Beauty and Trish and I just went live, kind of doing a welcome, community guidelines. We're super excited to jump off and launch the month of March, where we're going to be talking about bakuchiol. One of our community contributing partners, Raghu from Green Skincare Reviews, it was his idea. He's like, guys, this ingredient's so hot right now. There's so much going on with it. Let's talk about bakuchiol, and we said that is a great place to start. So we've put together an entire month of content that is related in ways to bakuchiol. I have learned a lot in the last couple weeks. I am so behind on responding to comments. I apologize, because my head has been reading scientific studies. It's all I'm doing right now, and it feels so good. Anyway, so a month-long content worth of bakuchiol, and then I'm gonna come here on YouTube and summarize it all at the end of the month. And I may like try to highlight some of the great discussions that were brought up. I may try to talk about some of the studies, but I basically want to make it, all the content that's being generated over there, I want to make it available to anyone who's just here on YouTube. I will never forget about you guys, so I don't want you to think that will ever happen. All right, let's jump into today's topics. First up, I want to talk about coronavirus. I know. Add to the hysteria. Actually, what I wanted to say was, here in Hawaii, we have quite a bit of international travel in and out of the islands on any given day at any given time. So for us, it's really not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Here's the thing, it's like any other virus. You know, you want to make sure that your body is capable of trying to fight it off and recover. So one of the things, I've mentioned them before, but if you're looking for immunity support, I have been really loving the Mary Ruth Organics immunity gummies. They are nut-free, soy-free, gluten-free, no gelatin, non-GMO. It is zinc, elderberry, echinacea, vitamin C, vitamin D3, and they taste like a gummy. I will link, there's a couple coupons I know of. I'm not getting anything out of them, but I'll link them below. They have a 100% satisfaction guarantee on the label. So we've been doing that, and then a multivitamin. What I want to say is the number one way to prevent the spread of disease is wash your hands, don't touch your face. And when I'm talking about wash your hands, I'm saying you don't need to be using that hand sanitizer, you need to be doing this. Keep your nails short, keep your nails clean, and do not touch your face. Let's move on to the Ilia Serum SPF tint, skin tint. It's got such a long name. All right, so I'm dying to discover this simply because it's got niacinamide in it. It's got an SPF of 40. It looks cool. It's got a super diverse shade range. I don't know. There's just so many things that are seducing me about this product. So I was cruising the Ilia website. I just was not convinced though that this is gonna work for dry, mature skin, simply because the zinc doesn't look very well suspended, meaning that I had a feeling like, is it gonna dry out my skin? Because that's what mineral sunscreens tend to do. My HG, the Sun Integrity Impeccable Skin, always leaves me feeling dewy, like perfectness. But, you know, the skincare junkie in me is dying to try this. So, Ilia has a tremendous return policy. Get it, swatch it, it doesn't work, email them, you can get a replacement or a refund. So I was like, well, heck yes, now I must try it. This is their shade range. We've got, I've already opened this pack, so it's kind of a mess, but here's their shade range. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21 shades. We've got all skin tones represented nicely. Thank you, Ilia. And so I picked up Paloma the 9, and it actually looks like this on my skin. So pretty light, doesn't really work. It's not warm enough. and this is the 13, which is obviously too orangey and caramely for my skin. Okay, so I had ordered the 9 and I'm gonna send it back. They already sent me the label and I'm gonna either go for the 10 or 11 because I just must know. I must know how this performs. So anyway, now I wanna talk about the Physicians Formula Brow Shaping Gel. Since I've been loving their mascara so much, I wanted to try their brow product. Somebody mentioned it to me. One of the things I've recently learned though is I think they are no longer cruelty free. So I'm gonna be reaching out to them to confirm that. So first up, I got the brow gel in soft brown. Here's what the brush looks like. It is teeny and it gives you more of a fine stroke, and they call it a gel, but I don't see any gel properties to it. As far as building volume, if you have areas where you don't have enough volume, which kind of I do. And so I wanted to contrast it to the Glossier Boy Brow, which does have much more of a mascara type heft to it, so you can actually shape the brows a little bit more. Okay, and then I did pick up a new lip balm, a tinted lip balm from a friend of mine on Instagram who has a brand called Basswood Beauty. It was called Basswood Naturals when I picked this up. It has such a gorgeous tint to it. It is rose infused. She called it Wild Strawberry, the color. So I wanted to show you here. It gives me like the most gorgeous pop of color without making me feel like, sometimes lipsticks makes me feel like an imposter as a person. This gives me just the right amount of tint that I feel like a normal person. And I'm not constantly looking at myself being like, who's that weirdo with that bold lip? Anyway, $5. $5. She has an Etsy shop. I'm gonna link it below. Like, talk about an amazing value. Okay. What's next? LAmour children's soap. I have a whole video on the LAmour line. It's based out of Mongolia. I got connected with them through the sort of brand building, eco-minded Pink Moon. And they reached out to me to try some of their products because they know I love soap. I have fallen deeply in love with them. They sent me a sampler pack and I've gone on to purchase many a bar of their soap. They do use animal products in their soap, so if you're vegan and trying to avoid that, this isn't for you. However, if you are consciously minded about supporting brands that are practicing their indigenous cultures, using the ingredients that are in their environment in a mindful way, then this brand will really speak to you because the soaps are so nourishing. One thing I really quickly want to say is we have really hard water here. So it will dry your skin out in an instant, even though we live in like an 80% humidity climate. So these soaps feel like so luxurious, so creamy. I'm so in love with them. And the children's soaps are these gorgeous, cute little bars. Olive oil, sunflower oil, beeswax, lye, water. I mean, they're just luxurious. They feel so good on the baby's skin. And then I've been using it as a second cleanse face wash. So I've just been absolutely loving that. Okay, so before my neighbors start doing like an immense amount of yard work, because I can already hear them, I wanted to talk about the Beauty Heroes box, which is featuring Free and True, the brand. I'm not gonna do a long chat about this. I'm just really quickly gonna tell you that this is the brand for the month of March from Beauty Heroes, the Beauty Discovery box. This is a ton of product this month. Last month we had an itsy bitsy tiny little amount of product, super luxurious, super expensive, super high performance. And this month we've got some workhorses, some great value products. So this is a body product called the Body Profit. It is super lightweight and I have found it to be very breathable on the skin, as well as it hasn't clogged any pores that I have on my legs, which is great. More about that product coming up at the end of the month. You also get a close to 2 ounce face cream. It feels a little heavy, a little unbreathable on my face for what I've become accustomed to as far as moisturizers go. However, I can see if you have a very minimal routine and you want a one and done product after you wash your face, then this is gonna be a great box for you. I think I've covered it all. Oh, one thing I did wanna say is when I ordered my Consa wand from Beauty Heroes, they threw in the Free and True Freedom Fighter antioxidant face oil. So I've got some Free and True to play with. Tune in next week, and if I haven't gotten back to any of the comments that you've left me, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I've had my nose in scientific studies for green beauty theory, and I am literally doing that the minute the kids go to bed until I can't keep my eyes open. So anyway, thank you for sticking with me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.